Hi Pisces, this is your love reading for Libra season, September 22nd through October 22nd. And we are already, of course, a week into Libra season 2018, so we will go ahead and skip right into your energy and your messages, Pisces, regarding your love life for this season, Libra season 2018. There may be a significant decision for many Pisces, with the Two of Air showing there for me. And I think that decision frees a lot of Pisces from some limiting beliefs, from a victim mentality, from feeling trapped. But you realize, it's just yourself trapping you. This decision is just yours to make. And even for Pisces who don't have a significant decision, then there is this Eight of Air reversed energy here of freeing yourself from negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs regarding your love life, regarding your partner perhaps, or what you believe about relationships in general. For a lot of Pisces, you're reforming those ideas of what kind of relationship you want, what kind of relationship you're capable, what kind of relationship is possible. And then you have the Nine of Wands showing as the energy that you're meeting. So you're in a freer, happier mental space than you had been previously this Libra season, Pisces. And then you meet power and perseverance. I think that's an energy that you move into as you're moving through Libra season. And then you have the Three of Fire. You have the Nine of Fire and then the Three of Fire as your advice. So I think moving into power and perseverance, I'll let you look at this. Nine of Acorns or Wands or Rods or Fires. I think moving into this power or perseverance and perseverance, Pisces, is because of freeing yourself of those limiting beliefs, right? There's this energy here of realizing that you have a decision to make, or need to decide to free yourself from some outdated beliefs about your partner or relationship, or just some untrue beliefs, some insecurities maybe about your partnership or partner. And yet, even as you step into your power and persevere with these new beliefs, with this new way of thinking, in order to save your relationship, gain the relationship you want, you reshape these beliefs, but there's this energy here still of waiting. We'll get clarifiers from the Rider-Waite deck. And your advice with the Three of Fire is to explore. Use this time where you're still to exercise your foresight to see what's coming, but then move onward, Pisces. Explore forward with this new set of beliefs, this new mindset, mind frame regarding your relationship or partner or your love life and relationships in general. Go out into the world with it. It's like you're still waiting on someone to help you finish this work you're doing on reconstructing your beliefs or your way of being in your relationships and in your love life. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's like, yeah, it's like you're not wanting to be alone, independent, on your own. And or there may be a very significant affair going on for a lot of Pisces that you're possibly engaging in, whether knowingly or not. And it's like that's for a specific few Pisces, and it's like you're waiting on someone to leave someone else, and that's the role that you're playing in the affair situation. And what you realize that you need to you need to make the decision to stop waiting on that person. You realize that, you know, or rather you realize that you need to put your foot down and stop waiting for them to leave someone else. But then you know, halfway through Libra season or at the end of it even, you're still waiting on them. It's like you maybe free yourself from the situation. You know you're worth more than that, but you think that it will get you the results you want. If you tell them, you know, I'm walking away, then I can't wait any longer. You're thinking it will get you the results you want, and so you keep waiting. And again, the advice here with the Three of Acorns or the Three of Rods, Wands, Fire is to explore, to move forward with confidence that there will be someone else, there will be someone to meet you in the energy that you are in, who wants what you want, who is as free as you are, not just mentally but emotionally. They're not in a relationship with someone else. Like, I think that Page of Swords, or no, the Two of Swords was supposed to show for this reading, Pisces, because the Three of Wands as your advice reminds you, you know, you've already taken the first step by making that decision. By making a decision. It's referring to that decision, that significant decision a lot of Pisces have to make. And you know, you may not know what I'm talking about yet. It's, you know, we're already a week into Libra season, but there are still 3 weeks left. And yeah, like I said, for a specific few Pisces, we're talking about, we're referring to a situation that has to do with an affair, being involved in an affair in some way, shape, or form. Okay, for a lot of you, with the Eight of Feathers or Swords or Air showing up, and then my affair indication here below. For a lot of you, actually, you're not engaging in the affair. You've just been turning a blind eye to it, and so you know, take the blindfold off this season and acknowledge that has been happening. And then, you know, still you're kind of waiting on someone to help you. Like you take the blindfold off, and you're not going to turn a blind eye to it, but then you find yourself kind of waiting for someone to help you finish that work. You know, what's next? Where do I go next? Who do I turn to? What's the next step? It's I'm getting the message here that it's you know, you're your help, you're your support, you're, you know, who you should turn to. You've made the decision to take the blindfold off about your partner, your relationship, your infidelity in your life, or maybe just, again, your own beliefs about a relationship, and it's like you've stepped through this doorway, right? You've changed these beliefs, you've taken this blindfold off, and you could liken it to stepping into a new room because everything's fresh and new to you. You see things you didn't before, right? And now you're looking around for your guide. You're like, wait, is that it? Is the past really gone and done? Is that coming back? And you're looking for answers for somebody. And you're like, okay, what's here in this new room, this new world? What do I do next? Where do I go next? What's my next move? You're looking for like a guide, or at least a guidebook. Isn't there one laying around? But it's you, Pisces. I mean, you hold the answers. You choose. You're the one who chose to take the blindfold off or to step through the doorway. You're the one who chose, to free yourself from these beliefs. And it's natural, I think, for you to be waiting to a certain extent, because you're getting your bearings, right? Like I said, part of the feeling is, who's going to help me navigate this new world? But part of the feeling is, am I sure that nothing's creeping up from my past? Am I sure that that's really gone and done and over with? There may be things that need to be mourned, or at least, the loss needs acknowledged in some way. But as soon as you stop waiting for someone else to show you where to go or tell you what you want next, as soon as you stop trying to reinvest your belief in someone else, it's like it's coming out of this relationship or this potential relationship that didn't work out, and now you're just looking for someone else to invest that belief in, and when you really just need to invest it in you. But as soon as you stop waiting, the whole world is actually waiting for you. You are able then to manifest anything you want to. You already are. You realize that not only was this choice yours, and is this next one about what to do next yours, but they're all your choices. They can all be your choices, Pisces. I mean, we take other people and things into consideration, but you get to choose what you want to manifest in your life. There's this sense here. Have I heard before that Pisces equates love with sacrifice? Oh, that would make sense with the Hangman. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of with the Hangman, representing you all sometimes in the tarot. But there's this sense here too of Pisces wanting to show their love or display their love by like sacrificing their happiness in life for someone else's in some way, shape, or form. When again, the advice is to move forward with confidence, to focus on where you want to go in the world, what you want to manifest. Explore areas that you didn't know were there. If you don't have a specific passion or project to focus on now, explore what is in the world for you to find. There's so much more for you to do and see than you could ever hope to make time for. And if you are leaving a partnership, whether it's because of an affair on one of your parts, or maybe just because one or both of you took what you had for granted, with the Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse, showing up in its reverse position. If you are, those of you who are exiting a partnership, it looks like you may be leaving a group as well. Now, so for some of you, what I'm saying is you're leaving that three-party situation. Some of you are leaving, friends that you spent time with around your ex-partner then behind. You're just not going to spend as much time with them. That happens naturally to people. Some of you are doing too much drinking when you get to Scorpio season in order to cope with the split or the failure of a potential partnership. And again, the advice is to use this space and time where you're, just kind of waiting on, you don't know what, to heal, to stop looking over your shoulder, to stop, acting like you need help or expecting help to come when you're capable of doing this on your own. The best, your best advice is you can best use that time exercising your foresight in what I see potentially for certain Pisces, and you would know if you were at risk for this, is, like I said, some drinking to help you cope with this this split, if that's what you're dealing with. And for a lot of you, it was a codependency, the relationship, and your drinking is just sort of replacing that. Well, not, I say for a lot of you. There are some Pisces that are in danger of that, and then for a lot of those Pisces, you're sort of replacing one addiction with the other. But they, these are things that a few Pisces are at risk for. Going back and deciding to repeat your negative cycle with your ex-partner when you know you should leave a three-party situation or just a situation that doesn't work for some reason. Taking the blindfold off to why a situation doesn't work, but then choosing to stay anyway because you don't want to be alone. That's just something that some Pisces are in danger of, but most of you, the path that you're on, that you're on now, what you're headed toward in Libra season and by Scorpio season, is again being able to manifest whatever you want. And then also here now we have the message of freeing yourself from those things that you're addicted to, be it an ex-partner or anything else that in turn would affect your future love life. And then by Scorpio season, walking into a brand new beginning, being ready and willing, having the courage to take risks again in love if this is something that didn't work out. For some of you, it's not the case that it didn't work out, or that it doesn't work out in Libra season. For some of you, you are freeing yourself from outdated, negative, limited beliefs about what a relationship has to be or should be, or what you and your partner can be, because you don't want to lose them. You don't want to be alone. You've gone through your time of being independent. You appreciated that time, and you're done with that. You want to make this work now. And in that case, it's just it's the two of you who are powering through and persevering. You together are realizing that no one else can tell you how your relationship should look. I mean, there are some healthy boundaries and parameters that pretty much go across the board, right? But as far as the specific dynamics of a relationship, what your personal boundaries are, what the two of you are okay with, you are redefining those limitations. You don't have to have a relationship like all the relationships you've seen or like all your friends have, like you've heard about. You don't have to be normal or anything like that. Of course, most people are gonna say you don't want a codependent situation. You do want to be free of your addictions and not encouraging one another's addictions, etc., etc. People, those general things. No one's going to excuse seeing domestic violence. No one's going to, no good friend is going to tell you to continuously put up with being cheated on. These kind of things. But beyond those general things, each specific partnerships and individuals' limits and boundaries are their own. And what you want is your own. And you all, I think, are realizing that together for the partnerships that are powering through and persevering together. You're rearranging your limiting beliefs together, and it's the two of you that have the ability to manifest whatever you want. You could go on to have a family together. You could just go on to have a long partnership together. You can move home. You can combine your households. You can be as wealthy in every way as the two of you are hoping for. You can build a life together if that's what you want. 99 may be significant, Pisces, for a lot of you this Libra season 2018. And then I'll just get one more from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, just one more message, and I'll let you look at these for just 1 minute. I'm sorry, I should have let you look at these sooner. And then I'll have to let you go. I cannot keep these readings as short as I mean to, Pisces. They're just like too many messages coming through. And to a certain extent, I guess I'm having trouble just like spitting out exactly what I want to say, maybe. In any case, one additional message from the Deviant Moon Tarot. I think I mentioned the name of the other two decks. Of course, they will all be noted in the description of the video. The star card showing there is the secret of renovation. You know, and I think that for a lot of couples, that's what we're talking about here. Being willing to rearrange your limiting beliefs together, you know, the couple, the partnership, the two individuals together, being willing to examine your outdated beliefs or unreasonable expectations of one another, or of the partnership, of your of attaining your goals that you've set together, etc. You know, that is the secret of renovation. That is how you keep renewing all the time, is you be willing to visit those thoughts and then verbally visit those ideas together and commit to restructuring thoughts and beliefs in a healthy way together. And see, for those of you who are still with me that aren't in a partnership, you're more on the end of the Pisces messages for those going through a three-party situation, an affair, or a split of some kind, a codependency maybe. You know, that's the kind of partnership that you're looking for, right? That's the kind of partnership that's healthy. We're talking to some Pisces who have that, and that's, if that doesn't ring true at all for you, if that's not something that is even a part of the partnership that you're fighting for, examine that. Are you sure you want to be expending that time and energy on that person then? I'm not saying anything bad about the individual, but it either is the willingness to explore and rearrange your beliefs together, either is or isn't something that your partnership has, right? And it is something that's vital to rejuvenating a relationship, which is something that has to happen from time to time if you plan to make something last really long term. And so, you know, it depends on who I'm talking about, what you're looking for. I think ultimately a lot of us are looking for that, though, Pisces. And a lot of you are finding it with an Earth energy, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Something that's been left out from the reading is this Earth Queen, the Queen of Pentacles, coins, and so that could be representing your partner for sure, or that's energy in your own chart, Pisces. That's very significant. Maybe your Venus is in one of those Earth signs I mentioned, or maybe your partner's is. It's also probably very significant that Venus is in retrograde at this time. I haven't felt an energy of anything to panic about, but of course everybody's experiencing all of our planetary shifts differently all the time. I am not an astrologer. I am interested. I pick up tidbits, but you know, so I say this just reading the cards and the senses I'm picking up, the messages that I'm sensing and picking up. it looks like for some Pisces, it is significant that Venus being in retrograde soon, I think it's the 5th, somewhere around there, but we're certainly in the shadow period of that already. It's offering you some opportunities, Pisces, to look inward at your emotions, to master your emotional realm, to get in touch with your divine feminine, either your own divine feminine aspects or that of your partners or both. It's offering you all of that, and at the same time, it's making you feel a little defensive about something, someone, for some reason. Now, for those of you who are experiencing, like I said, the three-party situation, the affair, the split, etc., of course you're feeling defensive. That makes absolute sense. But, be aware of those of you who are in a happy partnership that are powering through and persevering together, that's there. This message is there for you as well. Either that you're feeling defensive with and about an earth energy, or that Venus retrograde may cause you to feel a little defensive in some way, shape, or form that you're maybe not prepared for. Okay, Pisces, we will have to leave it at that now that this reading is nice and long as well. I do hope you are all taking something from the reading that you didn't have when you came to it. I hope this video hasn't lagged and caught as much as it has seemed to from my perspective watching it. But in any case, I thank you all for liking and subscribing. If you do, welcome, Lunarticks, and thank you for your comments, your shares, your messages, for supporting me through donations and orders. I am truly grateful for all of our energy exchanges. If you are interested in a personal reading, all of my options are listed below in the description of this video, as well as in the About section of my YouTube channel. lunartickstarot@gmail.com is the email you can use to get in touch with me. And if you'd like more free content that's available right now, I did autumn readings for all 12 signs already. They're separated into your elements, but there are individual readings and they are time stamped. So I will link the water reading for you all below. And I love you very much, Pisces. I love reading for you, and I will post another tarot fix as soon as I can.